Wait, an actual giant or just a metaphorical giant?
A giant! Alright, what up, Jolt? So, this month we're talking about courage.
What is courage?
So, that's a great question, Jacob. Courage, the way we're going to kind of define it is the ability to face difficult situations. Because we all have difficult situations in life. Or as I like to call them, diffuations.
I don't think that's a real word.
It's a real word.
Not a real word.
It's definitely, what do you mean? It's Alright, so whatever. We're going to keep talking about diffuations.
Stop trying to make that a real word. It's not. Not a real word.
I thought we were friends.
It's not a real word.
Alright, whatever. So we're going to talk about a story from the Bible with a really big, difficult situation.
We'll say it.
It was a diffuation! Alright, so David, all of his brothers went to this battle. And so David was taking lunch to his brothers because he's a good brother.
So how did people fight back then?
Well, so it's kind of weird. So like they would line up one army on this side and then the other army on this side. And then they would just stare at each other for days. And sometimes instead of like all like, and lots of people dying, they would each just send out one person to fight. Is that a little bit like middle school lunchroom?
Kind of.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
All right, so anyways, David shows up with lunch for his brothers, and in the middle of the day, he hears this guy from the other army walk out and just start making fun of everyone.
Not cool.
Not cool. That sound a little bit like middle school lunchroom?
A little bit more.
A little bit, yeah. So David does not like this, and not only is this guy making fun of everyone, he's making fun of God, which is extra not cool.
How old is David? Because shouldn't he be in the army?
That's a great question. So David was too young to be in the army at this point, so he was probably like 12 to 15 because he was old enough to travel by himself, but not old enough to be in the army.
So Jolt age?
Yeah, it's like one of you guys.
And David got really angry.
Yep.
What then?
Oh, yeah, so David didn't like this. So David decided, I'll go fight him. Like, that sounds like something one of you guys would do. Oh, I forgot one point. This wasn't just a normal guy. This was a giant.
A giant.
Like a legit 9 foot tall, and not like 9 foot tall because he had some like weird disease. Like 9 foot, muscular warrior, fast, strong. Like, I know it's weird because we don't really see giants anymore because they all hide in caves. But back then there were giants just walking around, just legit real giants in the Bible. Weird. Weird.
So it was middle school 13-year-old David versus 9 foot tall giant?
Yeah, seems like a great plan. Not so much. So fast forward the story, they tried to put like armor on David, it didn't work, it was too heavy. So David decided, I don't need a sword, I'm just gonna take a slingshot. So he gets a couple stones. It's interesting, he actually got like 5 or 6 stones, I forget how many. He takes these stones, hits Goliath in the face. Goliath knocks out. He actually takes Goliath's sword, which is like as big as him. He's like, whoa, and chops Goliath's head off. Straight off. Goliath's the name of the giant. Chops his face off. All right, so Jacob, do you remember our definition of courage?
It's the ability to face difficult situations.
Yeah, like being able to face a diffuation.
Not a thing. Still not a thing.
Courage is tricky because not every difficult situation is the same. Like, there's not a 9 foot tall warrior giant in this room trying to kill us. Just Keegan over there with some chicken nuggets. We're probably gonna kill him for the nuggets. The point today is that God gives me courage to do what is right.
David knew the right thing was to stand up to the giant, to stop him from mocking God.
Do you think that was easy for him to do?
No.
Yeah, probably not so much. All right, so what are some things we can do to, make it easier to face difficult situations? Don't answer that! Talk about it in your groups! Diffuations.
Not a thing.